monotonous sea of grass. This is a vibrant, living ecosystem full of amazing creatures that would blow your mind. And when I first came out here, one of the first things that I did was take the time to just go sit in a healthy grassland and listen. Suddenly things begin to reveal themselves. And before I knew it, I was completely in that world. Then you're surrounded, you're enveloped in that amazing soundscape. As a naturalist or a person who cares about nature, that makes me tremendously happy. Imagine now a landscape where you hear nothing. When you go into these landscapes that have been heavily impacted by conversion, plow-up, agriculture, what you find is that the amount of species that should be there are not there. I can tell you that I've been on some ranch land where all of those sounds exist. The heart of my work is really to keep grasslands intact and keep it from falling under the plow. The vast majority of the lands in the Northern Great Plains are privately owned, and these lands are not just set aside as national park land, these are working lands. Ranchers might seem like an unlikely ally, but in fact they're the perfect partner for the work that we're doing. This is an ecosystem that evolved with grazing animals like bison, and today cattle play that role. If we don't support farmers and ranchers who are trying to do the right thing by the land, we're going to have these landscapes that are silent. The thing that really gives me hope is that through these partnerships, I think we can make a big difference in preserving this amazing place.
It's one of those themes that really struck out, or stood out rather, from his interview. It's just something that I think resonates with a lot of people that come from the grasslands.
I'm curious about what your client kind of said in terms of setting you up to do this film. So what was the client asking for?
They really wanted to push the idea of WWF partnering with cattle ranchers to promote a healthy ecosystem, which is actually something that we were trying to find out how we could really share. Grazing is the most important message, not necessarily cattle itself, but there's always that issue of what do we really say. So it was working with Clay to try to say how can we really share the idea of promoting healthy grazing and healthy ranching without necessarily trying to sell that cows are the best interest of the ecosystem.
So would you say ranchers were your audience or not necessarily?
I think Clay kind of wanted to get the people of the Prairie. ranchers and non-ranchers alike to try to see the value in getting the ranchers support or supporting the ranchers versus agriculture or real estate development.
So this is a program that they just started. So they're looking to increase participation in this program.
He's our technical guy.
So they really wanted to increase participation in this program. So this is really speaking to them. It's also speaking to people who typically will donate to WWF. And so it's a little bit of a success story for them, right?
Can you just, so that people understand where you guys are coming from, tell us maybe just really quickly where you guys live and what you guys do?
Yeah, I'm in Rhode Island, and I'm a creative producer.
I'm going to school in San Diego, but I'm from Hilo, Hawaii, and I'm getting my PhD in marine chemistry, studying microbiome work.
I'm from Montreal. I just started my master's up at Concordia University, and I work on scaring fish.
And we didn't even say our names, guys. We're mystery. I'm Tess, and I'm originally from Nebraska, so the Prairie definitely has spoken to me for a long time. But now I'm a postdoc in Boulder, Colorado, so I'm a nerdy scientist, and it's been really awesome to pair up with a cool crew of people and learn so much, and I don't even know. I'm going to stop talking because I'll start crying, so I'm going to do it.
So, what was your favorite aspect to this
Okay, this is our interviewer right here. So my favorite is going to tie back into a lot of the pieces of our group. So my favorite part of this weekend was coming, not having any idea. I've never done anything like this. And coming from a scientist's point of view, it was just like, I was like, okay, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get the facts, I'm going to, do an A, B, C, D, I'm going to be very streamlined. And then I came in and we interviewed Clay, which we had a really awesome interviewer, Carlos. And he asked all these amazing questions, and what ended up happening is that Clay ended up kind of rewriting the story. And so it became more about, I was focused on my angle, and it became more about the sounds and what the prairie was in other ways besides just grass. And it was really exciting to be able to kind of tease apart the bits of the story and reweave them together. So yeah, I kind of went on a rant, but that's what scientists do, right?
Can you explain that sweater?
So he loves to knit sweaters. He actually got that done while we were here. I've got one more question. So you guys were making a conservation film or an advocacy film for a conservation organization. So the question actually more for you two who are on a significantly more academic track. There's a lot of filmmakers in the audience, I think, who make advocacy and science films. Did you guys sort of learn anything about how to communicate with an audience in a different way than the audiences that you normally speak with on your sort of science work?
I think it was important to try to keep in mind that we're not speaking to scientists, and that I think it's okay to maybe be a little bit more human in the kind of the conversation instead of really relying on too much facts, because we had a lot of facts. Even for me, I'm like, actually, is cow better than bison, or what's the behavioral grazing patterns and things like that. And at the end of the day, I think the real message was it's about supporting the people who have a role, like the ranchers are supporting this grazing act. How can we support the grazers? And sometimes that's lost in science communication. And if I told that to a scientific audience, they'd probably raise their hand and be like, oh, actually they go down to these perennial grasses. And all and you can appreciate a little bit more that there's a human touch actually.
It's not the heart, more the brain a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's backed by science, like we did our.
Yeah.
Did you go out to the prairie and listen?
So there's not much prairie around here. Close by.
Short grass,
Yeah.
some peppered
It would
in.
have been great if you were around like 3 days ago.
It's a different kind of prairie, but it's waking up right now.
Yeah.
And it sounds utterly different than anywhere else around here. It's great that I love the English.